Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Curse of Oak Island. Massive machinery arrives at the Money Pit as the team begins the main treasure hunt. The Curse of Oak Island saw a massive amount of heavy machinery arrive on the island as the team began the big treasure hunt at the Money Pit. This week's episode was all about preparing for the big dig at the Money Pit, and saw the arrival on Oak Island of some serious equipment, including a 220-ton crane, a 22-ton hammer grab, and of course, the 10-foot steel caissons. First off, the guys all met up in the war room to discuss what had to be done and to divvy up all the individual jobs. To say the mood was buoyant would be an understatement. The guys were really excited about what lies ahead. Marty Legina was beaming from ear to ear, and he was wearing his lucky toonie, a Canadian $2 coin, around his neck. The first major task fell to Billy Gerhardt and his Gerhardt Home Improvement crew, who would have to stabilize the ground at the Money Pit. Years of drilling, digging, and blasting in the area has left the ground prone to cave-ins, which would only be exacerbated with heavy machinery placed on top. Thankfully, Billy set to bringing in and spreading out tons of gravel, which will help prevent the ground from collapsing under the big drills. And he was put in charge of making sure the whole area was safe in general. Massive Drill will dig up Oak Island Money Pit. Metal detectorist Gary Drayton was told to brace himself for the upcoming amount of metal detecting he'd have to do shortly. The giant 22-ton hammer grab will be pulling about 5 cubic yards of dirt out of the 10-foot caissons each time, and Gary will be expected to cover every inch of it, looking for any stray artifacts. Marty Legina. There is definitely gold down there. As more and more machinery arrived throughout last night's episode, the excitement levels kept rising. When Vanessa Lucido, Rose Equipment, and Irving Equipment turned up, everyone was gathered at the Money Pit to welcome them. Marty told the gathered treasure hunters, "There is definitely, for sure, completely, without a doubt, based on science, with no possibility of error, gold down there." All indicators seem to suggest that Marty is 100% correct. The water testing from last year revealed that there is gold and silver buried down there, and the sonic drill program has indicated the presence of tunnels and chambers. There's definitely something down there. Drilling will commence next week, and the guys are hopeful that the hammer grab might pull up the treasure all in one go. The dawn of a new chapter on Oak Island brought with it an energy that buzzed louder than the whirring of the massive machinery arriving at the Money Pit. For over 2 centuries, this enigmatic site has resisted countless attempts to unveil its buried secrets. Skepticism and hope have fueled the fires of those who dared to dig into its mysterious depths. Yet, as the heavy equipment rolled onto the island, the team's resolve was steeled in a way it had never been before. This time, they were coming prepared. After years of research, countless hours spent analyzing old records, and using advanced technology, the Legina brothers and their team stood on the precipice of something monumental. Their eyes reflected the weight of history, the ghosts of all those who'd sought to claim the elusive treasure and left empty-handed, broken by failure or worse, by tragedy. But Rick and Marty Legina had something different, a combination of heart, science, and unparalleled determination. And now they had something even more formidable, machines built to challenge the Earth itself. The scene was surreal as the convoy of colossal drilling rigs, diggers, and cranes arrived at the Money Pit, one of the most famous yet treacherous sites in treasure hunting lore. The morning mist clung stubbornly to the island, wrapping around the machinery as if trying to keep the secrets hidden for just a little longer. But the whir of engines and grinding of gears signaled that the age-old battle was about to resume, this time with modern technology leading the charge. The crew watched in anticipation as the monstrous crane took its place above the planned excavation area. Engineers and operators buzzed around, making last-minute checks and adjustments. Everything had to be perfect. A single error in this delicate operation could spell disaster, a collapse, flooding, or worse. The island had seen its share of such calamities, and the money pit had earned its reputation as a deadly trap more than once. But this wasn't just about equipment or technical expertise. The heart of Oak Island's allure lies in its legendary tales. The supposed involvement of the Knights Templar, pirate hordes buried by Captain Kidd, and even whispers of connections to Marie Antoinette. The tantalizing mix of history and mystery was what kept drawing people back. And now, with the most extensive dig in the island's history about to begin, the question hung in the air. Would this be the moment when myth finally collided with reality? Rick and Marty stood side by side, their gazes fixed on the spot where the first massive shaft would be drilled. They exchanged a look, no words needed. This was it. Years of preparation, setbacks, discoveries, and renewed hope had led them to this point. The brothers had spent a lifetime dreaming of what might be hidden deep below, ancient relics, chests of gold, or something even more valuable, a truth that could rewrite history. The dig was not just about treasure, it was about vindication. The team had toiled through grueling seasons, mapping the island, consulting experts, and piecing together a puzzle that had been centuries in the making. Every layer of earth peeled back would be a revelation, every find, be it wood, bone, or artifact, a step closer to understanding Oak Island's secrets. As the first steel drill bit into the soil, there was a sense of both anticipation and dread. The earth groaned as if protesting the intrusion, the vibrations rippling across the island. Onlookers watched in a hushed silence, aware that they were witnessing history in the making, or perhaps unmaking. The soil churned, revealing traces of the past. Dark, weathered wood that could be part of the original structures hinted at by so many explorers before them. Marty consulted with the engineers, ensuring the operation was proceeding exactly as planned. There could be no shortcuts, no rushing. Every foot downwards required caution, precision, and above all, respect for the ancient booby traps that had thwarted treasure hunters for generations. The money pit was infamous for its intricate flooding system designed to protect whatever lay buried below. Could it still be functional after all these years? The risk was high, but the potential reward, immeasurable. The team's archaeologists and historians hovered close, ready to leap into action at the first sign of anything historically significant. The possibility of finding something tangible, a relic, a piece of parchment, or even an inscribed stone, kept adrenaline high. But beneath the excitement lurked the knowledge that they could just as easily unearth another dead end. Hours stretched into days as the dig deepened. The atmosphere was thick with tension, every passing moment layered with suspense. It was a dance between man and earth, a struggle to balance scientific rigor with the overwhelming desire to finally break through to whatever had been hidden for so long.